Coach, you've had several training sessions in preseason. What have you liked so far about your club heading into 2017?
I think number one, the intensity level is it's almost like a postseason type of level right now. Our returners came in with this kind of a new mindset of they just worked their tails off this summer. And it's been infectious. So the freshmen are feeding off of that, our transfers are feeding off of that, and they just look like they're ready to roll on day one.
And can you talk about some of your newcomers, who's impressed you in camp and who might could make an impact?
It's like, who hasn't, man? They've been great. This is a class we've worked tirelessly for 2 years to bring this class in. You're going to see several of them make a big impact right away. Transfers, I think Rachel does Rodeheffer does a great job in the back line. We expect her to contribute immediately. Cassidy Connor, who's already been successful at the Division III level, she looks like she's ready to step into a role in the midfield. And then in terms of freshmen, I mean, it's again, it continues to be one after another. I think Maya Alexiak's going to be a dangerous player for us, add some height to the lineup, and you can just go on and on and on. So we'll see in a week or two exactly who steps out with performances, but I think you'd have a hard time finding somebody who hasn't done a great job.
And you got most of your scoring back, led by all-conference player Mackenzie Wilcox, and of course Kirsten Chambers, coming off of a career scoring-wise last year. I'm sure that you're probably expecting some more big things from them leading the offense.
Yeah, I think finally though we have some complementary pieces where I think sometimes Mac has felt like everything was on her shoulders in terms of goal scoring, and so she's constantly seeing double teams and center backs, and now I really feel like teams are going to have to pick their poison. We've got size, we've got speed, we've got most of the goal scoring coming back, but we've got 3-4 girls that they're going to be really dangerous for us, whether they're in the starting lineup or on the bench. I just don't know that there's been a team like this here in several years where anybody can hurt you on a given day.
The most interesting position on paper appears to be what you have in goalkeeping. You have 2 freshmen and a sophomore in camp, and can you talk about maybe some kind of a goalkeeping battle going on there?
Yeah, that's the word, battle. And the tough thing for them, the great thing and the tough thing is these girls are going to work with each other and learn from each other for 3 years. And that's the worst thing too. They're going to have to battle with each other for 3 years. But Adrian has always had fantastic goalkeeping. You go back to Stevie Burns and Shayna Wallace and Lex Lewandowski, all conference keepers. We expect Avery or Kristen to be an all-conference keeper, and Grace does a great job. She was a walk-on who just really helps our training environment and push those two. But I don't think we have a 1 and 2. I don't think we have a 1A, 1B. I think we have 2 first-choice goalkeepers, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to get through the back line and get past them.
And what are some other strengths on the team that you have coming in to the season?
Culture. That's the biggest thing. If you look at the years where we were rebuilding, the thing that I think held us back and maybe slowed our progress was the culture off the field wasn't where it needed to be. We have, top to bottom, 24 girls that are all in. They brought the right level of focus. And that little grit you need when the game doesn't go your way, to fight your way back and win on a bad day, I think we've got that now.
I'm sure that you probably weren't happy with last year's record, but looking at the results, you were in every match. What are some of those bounces that need to go your way to kind of make that on the upside for the Bulldogs?
Yeah, I think we were unfortunate to not maybe pick up a couple wins that we were in position for, but we also knew it was a 2-year rebuilding process. We lost, a couple years ago, we lost 9 starters in 1 year. I mean, you can't make up for that. And so we knew we needed to get our attack moving, and we tripled our goal scoring. We knew we were going to struggle on the defensive end. We lost both center backs and starting goalkeepers. So now we feel like it takes a couple years sometimes to get all of the missing pieces of the puzzle, but we've got that. And the nice thing too is if you look at the roster, 75% of our team are freshmen and sophomores, which means any progress we make, it's going to be a lasting impression on us for years to come. So we're excited to go out and get the results and really evaluate ourselves on not just how well we played, but did we get the W? I think this is the year where we can really do that.
And last question, picked for 5th in the preseason coaches poll. How do you feel about that? Is that where you think you are? Is that something to feed off of?
I understand.
To improve?
Yeah, I understand why maybe the other coaches picked us there. It's a sign that they think that we're going to improve a little bit. I think we're going to improve a lot. I think that for us, it's tournament or bust, and we expect to win and compete with everyone every single day.
Thank you, Coach, for joining us.
Yeah, thanks, appreciate it.
Defender to show. That automatically is the option we want. Okay? Because once you beat the defender and she can't win the ball first, she's totally out of the play and out of the picture, right? So this automatically, when you see that, it's like trigger goes up. That's the one situation where even if you're not all the way to the end line, let's release that ball immediately. Because if you have her beat, also in the keep. Let's recognize that next time. But that's a great way to beat that one defender.